Hi, Shefali ma'am. Welcome to India Today. This is Nirali Kanawat this side.
Hi, Nirali.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A few days ago, when Woman's trailer released, I found it to be very gripping, and also it left me to know more about the series. So, what I want to know from you is, while you were shooting for the series, what were the lessons that you learned from Human?
Well, one is that I did not know this, I did not know this whole side of the drug trials that actually happens. I'd read about it, I'd heard about it, but not in so much detail. So it was very shocking for me. It was very scary, and that's the kind of information that's going to go out. At the same time, what was my learning? My learning, I think, was more of it as an actor, because I've chosen a very unconventional path to play this character. I've broken, I've really pushed myself. I've broken out of my own box and said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance. But I've done it. So I'm hoping it's a growth as an actor. And I think somewhere it's exciting to take risks, and say, okay, this is what is exciting. This is what I want to decide.
But if I have to ask you, what went into preparing for your character, that is of a Dr. Gaurinath?
Yes, she is a doctor, and technically there is information you need, which was already in the script. There is a medical lingo that they follow, obviously. When we had the surgery sequence, we had a neurosurgeon present there, guiding me through what I had to do. All this is absolutely necessary, but this was all prepped by the team and the directors, and everyone had looked into it very carefully. As far as what went into creating Gaurinath is a very difficult question to answer, because she is so complicated and complex, and she is unpredictable. So of course, I studied and I swallowed that script whole and the character, but she's written in a certain way. Yeah. And the more I read it, I said, you know what? If I play it this way, I will be safe. It's a safe way to play it. But I said, what if I have a different approach of playing this? The same scenes, the same script, but a different approach towards Gaurinath. And that's a chance I have taken. So from the way she talks to the way she moves, her sound, her voice, her speech pattern is very different from what you've seen me do. Like my voice is a very strong identity of me. When you hear that voice, okay, this is Shefali's voice. But somebody from our marketing team recently saw it, and they said, it was very disturbing to hear you talk like that. Like we couldn't understand it. So, she's written like a lion, and she's indecipherable. I mean, in spite of and she surprised me. She surprised me all the time.
Yeah. But while you were playing this part for the series, what were the things that you learned as an actor, as a performer?
Like I said, what I learned is you do a lot of work. I mean, I do a lot of work on the script with the directors. I do a lot of work. I question every word. I question every thing that I'm saying. I start working like Gauri in my mind, but then giving it form finally. And it's somebody like Gauri starts surprising you. And then you that flow as well, which is, so like, you understand the character to create her, but she's somebody you can't understand. You can't, in spite of me doing it. So it was just like every minute was like you never knew what came out of her and where it comes from.
It was like unpredictable. But also, ma'am, the last scene from the trailer where you scream at the top of your voice, I want to know what was your state of mind while performing that scene particularly?
It was done a long time ago, so I can't remember my state of mind, but I know I was completely involved. That's how I do any kind of scene. I'm completely involved. And I was shaking with anger and all of it. But that's a part of my job. And I felt it extremely strongly. Only then can I express it. I feel everything I do. I become the character. I don't just act or enact it out. So I can't exactly tell you what my state of mind was, because my state of mind was exactly what Gauri was going through at that point of time.
Yeah. But while working on this project, what were the scary things, or say some surprising revelations that you learned about human drug trials?
I told you right in the beginning, my first answer was that everything that is there in the script was a shocker. I mean, the fact that, you, like, for example, when you use a cosmetic product, it's written that no, it wasn't tested on animals. There were no trials done on animals. When you see a drug, nothing such comes across to you. And this actually originated from a case that had happened in Africa, where there was a drug trial done, and so many people lost their lives to it. And that is what intrigued Vipul to see what happens in India. And that's where this journey started for him. And it's one is that what the pharma companies are ready to do to just get a drug in the market because of the money involved. They're ready. There are stages that you have to do the trial, and they're ready to skip stages. Also, they approach, or they get these poor people, uneducated people, who do not know what they're signing up for and are ready to put their lives at risk, knowing unknowingly, for a little amount of money. So it's really scary, believe me. And the kind of politics and power games that happen in this world.
Absolutely. But also, ma'am, if you had to sum up your experience of working on human, how would you describe it in a few lines?
Exhausting. Exhausting and completely consuming. Very consuming.
Absolutely. But in the last couple of years, we have seen you on OTT platforms performing very powerful driven roles. My question to you is: have you witnessed a significant change in the roles that are being written for women in the industry?
Yes, absolutely. And more so, I can talk for myself.
Mhm.
I've seen a significant change. I've seen a complete change after Delhi Crime released. I am doing the kind of work I've always aspired to do. Finally, I'm doing that kind of work. People are writing scripts for me. People are thinking of have put me into leads or parallel leads. Very interesting scripts, very, very interesting roles, exciting projects. So I'm touch wood. I'm finally where I've always wanted to be.
But have you ever been through a phase in your career where the roles that were being offered to you were monotonous, or they say stereotypical roles?
Oh, for a very long time.
Mhm.
Very, very, very long time. And roles that didn't interest me. They could have been big films or, commercial films or whatever it was. But I've been very choosy about my work, And earlier it used to bother me that why am I not getting the kind of work I want to do? I mean, people appreciate my work, but it didn't translate into the kind of work I wished to do. It used to bother me earlier, but then I reached a point of time where I understood that the kind of work I want to do will come rarely. It doesn't come all the time. So I'll wait.
Yeah.
Even if it means saying no all the time. Like, people used to think I just keep saying no. It was just something that didn't excite me enough to go and do it. And it's changed for the last 2 years. It has completely changed. I've done 6 projects last year. I haven't done so much work in my entire career as much as I have in the last 1 year. And all the roles are fantastic, great scripts, incredible directors, leads or parallel leads. And, well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, ma'am, how was your experience? How has your experience been working on Darlings with Alia Bhatt and Vijay?
Wonderful.
Mm.
I mean, it's great working with fabulous actors. They make me richer as a performer. They give so much to me as a character, whether it's Alia or Vijay or Roshan Mathew, who's in the film, or Vidya or Ayushman or, Jaideep Belawat, Swanand Kirkire. I mean, I've worked with all these incredible actors in this year, and I'm so excited. I mean, the cast of Human, there's Kirti, there is Ram Kapoor, there is Seema Ma'am, Seema Biswas, there is Mohan Akashe sir, there is Atul Kumar, there is Vishal Jetwa. Just amazing. It's amazing. They make me richer as a character, and it's such a beautiful give and take. Because it's not a solitary performance. It never is. A film or a project or a series is not a solitary doing. It's a marriage of some amazing talent coming together, working towards one project.
Yeah. But also talking about OTT platforms, in the last couple of years, the OTT boom has taken over the industry rightly and rightfully so. How do you think this platform has, changed the way in the way that has opened opportunities for young actors and aspiring actors too? How do you feel about that change?
Well, young actors and aspiring actors, even television gave them that opportunity.
Hmm.
But with OTT, what has happened is it's opened horizons for every creative person. And, it's character driven.
Hmm.
It's not stuck in a box of a star, a hero, or a heroine. Every character is a hero or a heroine in their own space, the smallest of characters. They want talent, they want actors, they want creators. They don't just want something that fits into a box office, which is exciting. And also, when a show drops, like when Delhi Crime dropped, it dropped in 191 countries in one go. What is the kind of reach? You also know you have to maintain that standard of creativity, that standard of making against international work. So it's fantastic. I mean, it's great.
It's the right time for everyone in the industry.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But also talking about Delhi Crime 2, what's the latest update on that series? Because that's a series that was received well by the audiences across the globe.
What was your question? Because you cracked up in the middle.
Uh, what is the latest update on the second season of Delhi Crime?
Oh,
Yeah.
if you find out, do let me know. Yeah, but we finished the shoot. The post is happening. We're hoping that it comes out sometime this year. I don't know when. I don't know anything on it. I think Netflix and the producers would be better equipped to answer this question.
But on this note, ma'am, I wish you all the best, all the good
Thank
luck
you.
for Human that drops on 14 Jan. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you
It was
very
a
much.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Nirali. Same words.